Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to episode number 5 of the Realm of Fries podcast. You already know who I am by now. Well, at least I fucking hope you do. I am Five Large Fries, and joining me today is Flatline Plays,
Huzzah!
and of course, Inferno Rouge 8D.
Oh yeah.
See, it feels
It's a bit
weird calling you
disturbing.
Rouge. It really does.
Yeah, it was a bit disturbing that. Oh yeah. Is that the England though? Yeah.
You always got to go Rouge.
Rouge.
Oh.
How you boys doing anyway?
I'm
Excited.
good. Yeah, I'm good, man. I've done all the bits and bobs I needed to do today. I think I'm on top of shit. I think I'm ready to have a beer and watch the game in a bit.
Yeah, that's at 8 o'clock, isn't it? 8 o'clock kickoff?
Yeah. Kick off 8 o'clock. Yeah.
So if you're listening to this in the future, this is recorded pre 2020 Euros,
2021, mate.
2021. You get the idea.
It was 2020, but they
Yeah, it was
delayed it,
supposed
didn't
to
they?
be. Yeah.
yeah. So fingers crossed, we end up like kicking ass. Like, I mean, Italy's quite a strong team anyway, but you know,
Very strong
yes
team.
and no.
Yeah, they've got. If they come with their A game today, they're going to smash. But then again, at the same time, if we do, we've got a good chance as well. So, is my missus said to me, "What do you reckon the chances of?" And I'm honestly like 50-50. Honestly, it is.
We got
If
home
we
turf
can-
as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we have. That's why it's coming home. First final in my lifetime for England. I was chuffed a bit.
Nice.
It's as I say. Even the thing is, we got the talent, we got the youth for the. If we can pressure Italy, we can wear them down. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
If we can wear them down, like we did with Denmark, we can literally have our youth energy to pull through. Because that's what when they played Spain, Italy started to drop off because literally they didn't have crap players, but they got the older decent players still, and they had to slow the play down just to allow them to carry on for the 120 minutes.
People like Cellini, mate, they need to keep an eye out for him though, because they really can score good goals if they're not kept in check. I know he's a defender, man, but he really can. He's got the experience.
Yeah.
He's got that experience.
Now,
Yeah. Anyway, football. Ooh, football.
yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really into football. It's not like my cup of tea. I'll follow like the big events, but I won't pretend to like know anything about it because I have no fucking idea. You ask me anyone that's on the on any squad, the only person I probably know is like the main ones to get the headlines all the time. Like you got fucking I don't even fucking know his name.
I was waiting for it yet. Yeah.
There you go, you got one.
You ask me.
Yay!
Is it? What's his name? Harry Kane? I don't fucking know.
No, George Kane, mate. George Kane.
George Kane. All right, his name's George.
You got it right first time.
George Kane.
George Kane.
What the fuck? Oh, no. You
Oh,
know what I
fair
mean? Like
play.
the bigger
Yeah.
ones, like
No, I know what you're saying.
yeah, the ones that
I
get
don't
the
watch
headlines.
that much football nowadays compared to what I used to. I used to pay attention to the Premier League every year, you know, and really keep an eye on it all. But I don't that much nowadays. I watch the occasional game, you know. But when it comes to big games like this, yeah, I'll get into it. Why not? You know, I'm not going down the pub or anything crazy. I'm just having a few beers at home, annoying the
no.
missus.
I know what you mean.
Shouldn't go down the pub though. You see how many people in the like last match they were like, "Yeah, we're celebrating all that lot," and then like I watched like a load of like clips and that lot on like social medias, and they're like, the next day they had to do another test, and they got freaking COVID from it. And I was like, "What's the fucking point? You knew you
Yeah.
freaking go put yourself in that situation." I was like, "Don't do it.
Yeah.
Just stay at home, chill."
It
Put your
seems
feet
like
up.
they're going for herd immunity now, doesn't it? I mean, I really don't know when it comes to this COVID stuff because it's really far out there. But it seems like now they've given most people the second jab. They're not so worried about hospitalisation, so they're just going for herd immunity. They're just going to be like, throw it all out there, see what happens. You know,
It's not COVID I'm worried about. It's all the other bugs I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Because where everyone's been separated for so long, when people start like merging together, you're gonna get every flu, every getting like chicken pox, all this stuff just gonna go flying around. It's just gonna be chaos.
Chicken pox, mate. It's been a while since I've had those. You get shingles when you're
Uh,
older, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm just saying because where the kids merging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Um,
playing like. Sorry, I'm interrupting a little bit. I'm absolutely hooked on fucking Final Fantasy 14 at the moment. If you don't know what it is, it's the MMO version of Final Fantasy. And I probably butchered the name
crap,
actually.
isn't
Oh
it?
fuck! I'm fucking in. I've been waiting nearly 20 minutes for this fucking dungeon because it's part of the story. So now you're gonna like hear me go a little bit quiet and concentrate because it's gonna be pretty fucking hard, and you're gonna hear click clacking in the fucking mic.
Yeah,
I
I've been
used to
waiting
play.
for freaking ages to get queue up for that shit.
I used to play World of Warcraft, didn't I? When it first came out, I played it for 6 years, I think it was, or maybe 5 years straight. Um, yeah, like it was really
Bunny
good for
girl.
its day when it first came out, man. Like when no one knew what the max level was, when no one knew what the hell was going on, it was brilliant. And I had my time on it. I enjoyed what I played on World of Warcraft. Don't get me wrong, but I can't see myself ever getting back into it. I'll never get to that stage it was when it first started. It was so fun. Everybody running around like, "What's the max
Wow.
level?" Everybody's like, "I don't know. I don't know. Don't know, man."
What
We
you're
used to just hunt
thinking, weren't it?
gnomes. I used to just go hunting
Wow.
gnomes, mate. Sit outside the starting territory and sit outside inside the first contested territory and just stealth next to a tree, mate. Jump out of the tree and garrot someone and then vanish. So I'll go back into stealth, and all they can see is their tick, just their health bleeding out, and they can't stop it. Ooh. Yeah, I used to be pretty brutal in that. I've got a couple of guys who still actually play it, still trying to
Oh,
get
you
me
say
back
about
into it.
names. Have a look at this. This will make you laugh.
Gnomes. Oh my god.
It's one of them pictures, isn't it? So you like read it.
I don't get the I
It's
don't get the home bit.
coming, gnome.
Oh, gnome. There you go.
Coming, football's coming. No. Oh no. No, don't you dare to kill these rocks.
So what's
Uh-oh.
somebody what I mean, Final Fantasy, I've heard really
Oh, I'm
good
gonna
things
die.
about it, man.
Huh?
I mean, I heard good things about it. I've heard some ridiculous things as well, like when the developers put in a boss that took 72 hours or something to beat, and then like it reset itself, so people were actually like dying at the computers and shit.
Oh shit, hang on,
But
hang on, hang on.
they've changed that now. So but apparently it's really good, that Final Fantasy Online. We're talking like still
Oh,
really popular.
it's only gaining traction because a lot of big streamers as well, they're picking it up. And it's fucking nuts. Oh shit, what am I doing? No, I'm gonna die, fuck.
Class at you.
I'm a monk. I like to punch shit. Ow.
I'm a monk.
Ow.
Well, that doesn't normally go hand in hand with monk, mate. In
Yep.
real life, I'm a monk. I like to punch shit. So, really? That's some hardcore monk, man.
Yeah. I'm just doing it's part of the story, so I'm going against one of the bosses. It's called Garuda. It's like this winged harpy primal.
Sounds like a sexually transmitted disease.
I mean, it kind of is.
Oh, you have a harpy.
Sorry, mate. I got Garuda today. Oh man, stay away from me. Just use the cream. Yeah, I've used the cream, man. Takes a while.
Oh, she's come back. Fuck, kick her ass.
She's come back. Kick her ass. Kick her ass,
5%.
man.
Look at my limit break. Let's go, fucking boom. Anyway. Now that I've finally got that done, I can concentrate on the podcast. But yeah, no. So Final Fantasy, you got so many different classes. A lot of people are picking it up, and it's genuinely really fun. A Realm Reborn's a little bit like go here, give this to this person, go here, give this to this person. It's very much fetch questy, and I can agree. Sometimes it can get a little bit tiring at times, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
They are
It's
though,
an
a lot of those
MMO.
games.
What do you expect? It's got to be questy.
Yeah, they're busy work, and it's if the developers can make the busy work not feel like busy work, then they've done their job. Because it always is busy work. It's always go here, click 6 of this, go kill 7 of that. I
Yeah,
don't know, go over there, touch this fountain, and do a little dance. But it just has to not feel like busy work. If at any point when you're playing, you're like, oh, it's just another one of these, you start to feel a bit like, you start to lose that connection,
yeah. Well, it's like a lot of it is literally just go here, do this, and it's just like it's all fetch questy for A Realm Reborn, which like I say, it has its moments where it's like really fucking tedious, but like overall, like it's enjoyable. The story's like pretty fucking good. Um, the different classes you've got are like pretty fun, and it's not a case of like you make a character, you make this class, you're stuck with it. Like you can go and change from being a tank to a healer, like on that same character, because
Yeah.
essentially you can be like max out all the because classes the classes are jobs essentially, so you can basically go and level them all up like on the same character, so you don't have to make multiple characters. So that it's like World of Warcraft, for example. If you wanted to switch from being a tank to like DPS, for example, you have to make two different classes, right? You have to make two different
Druid
characters,
could do both.
right? Whereas
A
this,
druid could do both.
I mean, yeah, Druid could do,
I know what you're saying.
yeah,
though.
but you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like to
Yeah.
play different
You
like
can't
play
be,
styles.
You can't
and
be a
stuff.
mage and start healing.
Yeah, or like you can't be
Yeah.
like a mage and start tanking, for example. You can't be,
Exactly.
yeah. But with Final Fantasy 14, you can be a mage and then go, actually, I can't bother now. I want to be like DPS, and you can change just like that as so it's really fun. Like the amount of like things you can do with it and like quests and stuff, pretty fucking awesome.
The only reason I get turned away from MMOs nowadays, and this is a problem in myself and not the games, is that if I get into a game like that, I want to be doing the best content. I want to be striving to be like the first to do certain things. Like even in World of Warcraft, our clan, we always were the first to always be doing the certain bosses on our server and stuff. We really pushed it, and it requires so much time, man. And I don't like playing it unless I'm doing it that way. So if I get into one of those games, that's it. I've lost every other game. It's all out that MMO. You know what I mean? Because I really want to push it as hard as I can. It's
Yeah.
just it's a problem in myself, man.
I know what you mean. Like it's you have to be the best. This kind of what's
Yeah.
like kind of pushing me at the moment. There's a couple of people I know online that have picked this up as well. So we kind of like joined on the same server, and they're currently level 51, I think. Whereas I'm like 40, just turned 46, about to turn 47 very soon. So I'm catching up really fucking quick, and like even though it's not a race, it kind of feels like I want to smash through and be like get to that sort of level,
Yeah.
So saying that I should probably turn it off because otherwise I'm gonna get distracted on the podcast. I'm still questing. I'm not gonna lie.
He's
I wanna be
multitasking.
the very best.
Like,
No one ever
MMO
was.
player.
but no, honestly, like it's so fucking good. Like I'm honestly hooked. I'm not gonna lie. I've paid real money for 2 different mounts. I got a flying
Right, that's it.
carpet.
I'm turning it off.
Oh, what? So you can do the. I can show you the world.
Pretty much. No, it's because I wanted to. I thought it would like go hand in hand with like one of the classes or jobs that I'm really interested in picking up, which is a healer class. But they have like all these different fucking cards that go around them, and it kind of like falls into place with that. I think it'd be pretty fucking funny. But the other one is an 8-player mount, so 8 other people can get in it, and it's a giant fucking space whale. It's fucking huge.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Say on World of Warcraft, I never paid an extra penny. I only ever paid for their
the sub in the game, right?
monthly thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I mean like to get my mount, I had to get back in the day. There used to be a PvP rank, so you only had 13 or 14 ranks on each server, and to get to Warlord, there was one Warlord top rank on each server for Allied and Horde. So if you were fighting to get Warlord, you had to be winning more battles than the Warlord was. So you had to be on constantly, basically doing PvP all day long. And I got to my rank 11, which was really hard, a Lieutenant General, and then I got my my Raptor mount. So I was running around as undead with a Raptor mount, and it was like at the time it was so cool because it was a unique Raptor. And then like looked at it like a year later, and they announced it to everyone. They literally just went, "Here you are, everyone. Now you can buy it." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" When MMOs do stuff like that to you, mate, it feels horrific. So you ground for something for like 3-4 months at least, and then you get it, and then literally less than a year later, they're like, "Oh, everyone can get it now." You're just like, what? You're just
Oh,
like,
it's-
oh.
Yeah, that's the same with the COD Zombies. I was going for the special skin for unlocking all the like challenges on all the guns. I got like just over halfway, and then the boosted servers come out, and I was just like, it's not an achievement for me.
Boosted servers. How did that work out? Was that custom servers?
Yeah, it was custom nobbies that literally just run XP and just max your guns out and gave you all the skins.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
And now I just looked at when I grinded like a good week and a half to get over halfway on my guns. And
yeah.
I just went, I'm not carrying on now, because even if I do get it, so many people's got it now because they go, I paid, what's it? They were charging probably like a $5 to get it done. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, and I just thought, I'm going to run it round. People just go say, oh, you boosted that. And I'll be like, no, I ain't it. But it's just,
Kind of
It's,
it put me
yeah.
off.
yeah.
Shit like
Well,
that
I'm
is
sure,
like
man.
it's kind of like I say off push it, but like if you know you've earned it like legit, then there's still some sense of like accomplishment with it in a way. But like
But
yeah, it
back
does
in the old
tarnish.
days, you know, the old zombies, like whoever had it, you knew they grinded for it. But when like this new zombies, they had the lobbies, didn't they? And I was just like, oh, you ruined it, man. I want
Oh
to be
yeah.
one of the percentage of the zombie players that actually grinded it. Because normally I don't.
Is that like
I
an
don't.
official thing that like the developers put in that allowed people to just grind
No.
and get it quick, or is it just hacked lobbies?
Someone.
Hacked.
It was someone on PC making mod lobbies.
Oh right. Well,
Mod
in which
lobbies.
case, like those types of people are the ones that get like their accounts banned and stuff. So like,
You know the ones that maxed out their like XP past what you could earn. Because you know, like the seasons they were doing, you only could
yeah,
earn like 5 seasons per season or 5 levels per season type thing.
right.
And then people just came in with 999, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
and
just
they just don't care, do they? They just
it's kids, isn't it? Like kids will do anything to like show off. You know what I mean?
boy, Warzone's dying. They just don't want to sort any freaking cheats out.
But that's the thing is like I think nowadays we're in this sense of like instant gratification era where like everyone needs to have it like straight away, right? You know what I mean? It's like, you got like Amazon Prime, for example, where like you have next day delivery. We never had any of that when we were younger. You used to buy something, you have to wait like fucking 4 or 5 days if you're lucky, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like you got like this Amazon Prime, you got next day deliveries and stuff. And like people just don't, I mean, even in some places like in the United States, they even have same day delivery, right? Which is just, that to me is insane.
Yeah, but here, our Goose does that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess,
Smaller companies.
you know what I mean?
Well, medium.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends, like, because like, a lot of places it's just this instant gratification. It's like dating, for example, right? You've
Same day dating.
I mean that's what you got
You
with Tinder.
technically can.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's what
definitely
Tinder's
can,
about. You swipe left, you swipe right. You match with someone. It's like, okay, we're gonna meet up, we're gonna fuck. Like that's what Tinder is. I mean, granted, like like it's that's it depends. It depends user by user basis. Like I met up with someone on Tinder and she was genuinely quite a nice young lady. Um, you know, but
Then she saw you and ran.
fuck off, you evil cunt.
Sorry. Sorry, mate. I've never used Tinder or anything, mate. I'm
glad they do same day
I'm old
delivery on takeaway, so.
old school.
Funny guy. Oh, this bunny
No,
girl.
you met. How was that girl? Did you?
Yeah, no, she was all right. She was she's
Cool.
really nice.
Never met her again, kind of thing. It was just the once.
I'm not going to talk about it on podcast. Like this.
Fair enough, mate.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He doesn't.
As long as he didn't come after you of anything
No,
evil.
kids
Oh no
don't
no
have
no
it.
no no no! It's not.
Evil
No
to-
no
evil
no
to
no.
which
She's
Tinder
she's
women.
she's genuinely really nice. Really nice.
Fair play.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to turn into like a relationship, but really nice.
Say that I met my missus online. You know what I mean? I've known her for years, and then I was on Plenty of Fish and met her on there, and I was like, "Shit, I know you." And she's like, "Yeah, I know you." She used to cut my hair years ago.
Yeah.
And,
But yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with online dating by any means. Like,
I met my missus.
No.
My way through Plenty of Fish as well.
Plenty of Fish, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Cheap and easy, dude. Sounds like me.
I was about to say, sounds like me.
Sounds like me, man.
I had a Porsche or fish and chips, and I came out with a wife.
Cup of tea and a cigarette, mate, and I'm all yours.
Amazing.
Ah.
But
What have
yeah,
you been playing recently then? You've been playing Final Fantasy, dude, and I've got to look into that more. What are you playing it on, PC or
uh,
PlayStation?
playing it on PC. It
There's
runs.
news that it's coming to Xbox, apparently.
There's no way.
Yeah,
Probably
man.
Game Pass.
Is it?
You know that it probably
Um,
is.
Okay, let's have a look
no,
because I'm
it's
kind of curious.
there's
Um,
rumors, mate. There's rumors
oh, it's just
stirring.
yeah. If it's rumors, then chances are probably not because I think Sony technically own the rights to it.
Oh, to be fair, how many Final Fantasies they got on Game Pass at the moment?
Uh, has
What version is it called, mate? What is it? Final Fantasy 14 or
yeah, it's
something?
Final Fantasy 14 or XIV
Online.
if you're doing it in Roman numerals. But yeah, no, it's you get it on PlayStation or you get it on PC. So you guys probably have to play it on PC. But man, it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good.
Does it
When
require much for
when
PC to
didn't
work?
14
Nah.
when they first released it didn't get the hype straight away, did it?
They had to remake it, mate.
Yeah.
They closed it down and remade it. It was that bad on its first release that they closed it down for over a year.
I remember
and then
that. Yeah, I
re-released
remember
it.
when it first came out, and everyone was like, "Nah."
Well, one of my
was
friends
like
was
bad,
one of my
apparently.
friends. They played it like during that sort of era, and they said that the way the leveling system worked was like just trash because you would have like you would exhaust at points, so you could only earn a certain amount of XP and get a certain amount of levels before you could no longer like earn XP.
Oh, so they capture for
So they capture you like on a daily basis.
Wow.
And then
They
there's a
did
whole
want people boosting. That's why.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
There
but I
was
mean, that's what kind of MMOs are about. They're about people sat there all day playing. That's what they're about. You know what I mean?
so
So,
hang on. They said there was a cooldown on gaining XP. If you got too much in one day, you just stopped earning it, right? And they said he wanted to buy some armor, but he was stuck with his starter gear because shops didn't sell things like that, and the economy was all player based. So someone had to like smith the armor that you wanted, so you could buy
right, an
them
early
like at the
game.
bazaar, but there wasn't like a system to search it and stuff like that. He said I had to wander a large room full of like auctioneers essentially, searching every single one until eventually he found a piece of armor. And said that would take like hours. And he said like as an archer, like he needed arrows, like because there was like you know you had to have arrows in your inventory to you know obviously fire them, right? And he said so you had to buy them, and he says if you had no arrows and you played like the archer and you were in like a dungeon or something, he says you were out of luck because you had no like secondary weapon to fall back on. So like you had no ammo, then you do no damage at all in that dungeon. You're just completely fucked. So it's just shit
Yeah.
like that, right? Just shit like that is kind of like, you know what I mean?
I wonder why they kept him. You reckon they didn't have the like? They wanted literally the storyline. They just didn't want people rushing through because they were like, if people speed through, they're gonna get end game real quick, and we ain't got the expansions prepped ready for it.
Yeah, but that's kind of what MMOs are about. They're getting to the last level is only the start of it. You know what I mean? It's min-maxing when you get to the last level. Even if it's because, say for example, World of Warcraft when it first came out, you get to max level and then you work on that full blue tank gear if you were a tank or full blue whatever gear, and then you would wait for the first raid to come out and you work on getting the first legendary epic armor set. So it's all about mid-maxing, and they should want you to get to max level pretty quickly because it proves how much people are enjoying it. But then if there wasn't the end game content, then it would have put them off.
It
Yeah,
was their first
exactly.
MMO though, wasn't it? So
No,
just put
they had
clothing.
they had Final Fantasy 11. I played that. That was back on like the 360 and stuff.
oh yeah, 11. Forgot about 11.
Yeah, like I loved 11. I played that so fucking much. But yeah, and then obviously like I don't know if they still. I think they've still got the servers for it, or I'm not sure. Actually, curious. I might have a
Have you
look.
seen that quote I just put in from one of the devs, Final Fantasy devs,
Let's have a look.
talking about the Xbox version?
Uh,
That was in February, so it was a few months back.
it
It
says
makes
there are no obstacles for developing the Xbox version. We are able to undertake development and provide service thanks to the immense efforts of Phil. For that, we're truly grateful. Sole factors are the workload and order of steps. Now, when it comes to it, that there's unfortunately much I can say presently, which basically means like exclusivity with Microsoft, Sony, but just that we cannot work on steps, so we follow the order process. Since we're entirely basically they're working on a new DLC called Endwalker and preparing the PS5 version follow from title service on PS4. So basically, like they're working on the PS5 version of Final Fantasy 14.
After that, they might work on an Xbox version.
Yeah.
Might. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
is
Chances
anyway.
are it's just like a thing to say, oh yeah, now we're fucking what's it called? So we're not doing it because exclusivity, but they didn't want to say because Sony probably said no, you can't announce that we got exclusive rights to it.
Sony are being very anti-consumer this generation so far. A lot of their stuff is coming out. Like, have you seen what's going on with crossplay with them?
I know, like it basically took Fortnite to essentially start the actual crossplay sort of generation, essentially.
Yeah, so Microsoft and Nintendo are crossplay fine. They're like, yep, any game you want to enable crossplay, we'll do it. Sony are saying that if you want to do crossplay, you've got to pay us a royalty every month for the money that we might be losing for someone else playing on a different console and not buying packs off our console, which is ridiculous. But companies
Wow.
are actually accepting it, mate. Companies are actually doing it. I mean, Fortnite's doing it. A few others are paying Sony to let it go crossplay. Borderlands 3 had an update a couple of weeks back, didn't it? And it was able to go crossplay for every console.
Yeah.
And they went to release the patch, and then out of nowhere, they were like, come up on Twitter, and they're like, crossplay is now available for Xbox and Nintendo. Unfortunately, it will not be for Sony because they've asked us to pay royalties, and we're not doing that shit. It's like, oh,
Only love it exclusive, don't they? They killed like Fall Guys could have popped off if it was on every console back in the day, but they had to stop it, didn't they?
their logo is for the players. Well, if it's for the players, why are you trying to stop them from playing crossplay with your mates? Like, why? You absolute
Well,
douches.
I think they got themselves confused because a lot of the time they'll joke around and say, "Oh yeah, actually, what are the players? The players are money." So instead of saying like, "Oh yeah, it's for the players," they actually meant to say it's for the money. They just accidentally like what was it, Freudian slipped, and they're like, "Oh fuck it, we're gonna have to keep it now." Oh, I hit the wrong fucking thing. Oh shit! What's it blowing up?
There you are. There's an article on it. Epic Boss says Sony charges publishers a crossplay fee in certain circumstances. It's ridiculous, man. Like, how can even
That
shows the
means
cross-platform revenue share there? Because you know what you were saying about that court
same
case
with
that
Rocket
came
League
out.
then.
Yeah, it's just like ridiculous. Why should you charge for that sort of shit? When that court case came out, and they were talking about, you know, exactly coming out with the actual proper revenue shares and stuff actually got released to the public about it because of this big court case going on. It's just funny to see it, mate. You just can't believe that they're actually charging people for it.
Naughty. It's naughty, is what that is.
Crossplay is good because I like it. 'Cause it's like a competition between the consoles.
Yeah, and I'm just getting this picture ready. There we go. Send it across to you guys so you can actually. So at the moment, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, is I'm getting a picture from the internet that actually shows Sony's crossplay money that they want. There it is, the revenue. That's an example, but like you can see, it's actually a proper document.
That's naughty. That Yeah.
charge publishers to go crossplay and say you're for the players?
I wouldn't be.
Ouch.
In fairness, I wouldn't be surprised if like Microsoft and Nintendo are doing that as well, but it's not as.
They're not. They're not. No, they're not.
Oh, they're
They're
not?
not charging anything. Nothing at all,
Oh.
mate. They just say if you want to make a crossplay, we'll enable it. And Sony are like the only ones that are holding on, going, "Nah, you've got to pay us." Like,
Well,
what?
What? I ain't being funny. It's like surely you would make more money like enabling crossplay than you would like disabling it. Because like you say, for example, you have like one game, say like just hypothetically Call of Duty, Like Call of Duty, they allow it crossplay, say like for Xbox and PC, but they decide. Obviously, this isn't going to be the case. This is just as a pure like hypothetical example, right? And then they say like, oh well, we're not going to crossplay it for PlayStation because they want the fee, right? Well, like the people on PlayStation, say if they got friends with like people on Xbox, chances are if they got both consoles, they're gonna go, oh well, I may as well get it on Xbox instead because I can play it with my friends, right? So not only are they missing out on the sale for that product anyway on their platform, right? They're also missing out on potential, like if they do buy it on that platform, the potential for any like DLC or any like microtransactions that they're getting holds, season passes and stuff, right? So they're missing out on sales there as well. So like in theory, they're only shooting themselves in the foot by like charging this this royalty.
It seems silly, doesn't it? But most of the companies are paying it. But the thing that I think Sony are thinking of is that they've got the monopoly. They've got enough people on PlayStation to go like. When your mate goes, you know, are you picking this up? And like, yeah, I'm playing on PlayStation. They have to play on PlayStation as well because if not, you ain't playing. But most people do have a PlayStation, so Sony are like, well, most people have our consoles, so why would we need to go to others? I think that's the arrogance, mate.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only way. I think you're right with what you said. It makes sense, but I just don't think they're thinking that way. I think it's arrogance.
Well, the thing is Sony capitalized on Microsoft's fuck up with the Xbox One launch, like way back in 2013 when you had
Microsoft messed up.
Oh, what was it when he's like, oh well, we've got a console for that. It's called the Xbox 360. Talking about like this always online shit, and people really didn't like that.
They stitched themselves right up, man. It was such a bad release of the Xbox One, and to be fair, the hardware wasn't brilliant. It wasn't. The PlayStation 3 was the PlayStation 4 was a better spec system, and you know it didn't have the Kinect as well, which we had to pay an extra £100 for, which was pointless.
And you don't really need a Kinect.
You never needed a Kinect. Never needed it.
No,
only for parties, and it only for like parties. That was it.
I remember when they said that you had to have one plugged in when it first came out. Remember, you wouldn't start up properly without it. It's just, you know, it's completely changed now. But Microsoft had such a bad idea on the Xbox One. The thing is, it seems to go in like waves, doesn't it? Because, you know, when the original Xbox came out, yeah, it was good, but PlayStation was still just about better. The Xbox 360 came out, that won the generation. Sony lost, kind of thing, or you know, in brackets, Sony lost, kind of, or they never really lost it, you know. And when I say a company lost, they didn't lose. They still made a ridiculous amount of money, still sold more consoles than they ever did, and still gaining ahead of a profit. But yeah, Xbox 360, Microsoft's good one. Then it went to the Xbox One, and that was Sony's time. And now it's gone the next generation again. It seems to have switched. It seems like they get complacent. A company gets on top, and they're like, "Oh, we're winning. We don't need to do all these amazing things. We can just bring out something that's going to work." And then the opposite company has worked really hard to make something better. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
So it goes around in a circle.
There is like I say, it's this complacency because they're like, oh, well, we're on top, so we don't have to. It's like World of Warcraft, for example, at the moment. Like they got like very complacent because like, well, we're World of Warcraft, we're fucking the #1 played MMO, but like, if you look at their numbers and stuff, the numbers are fucking dwindling. I mean, you got like people like jumping ship to play like other MMOs, like. You know, you got like say like Asmongold, for example. He's currently playing Final Fantasy 14 and having an absolute blast. Not gonna lie, it's kind of the reason why I'm playing it now because I saw it. I saw that he was having fun. I liked the way it looked. I was like, oh yeah, I'll give it a go. Even though like I could have given it a go years and years ago, and I did give it a go years and years ago. I just never got really into it. But like because like I watched him and he was like really like enjoying what he was doing, like it just made sense. Like it made sense for me to play it, and then like you know I haven't looked back. And I'm looking at the two. It's like, would I have fun in World of Warcraft or would I have fun in Final Fantasy? Honestly, probably I'd have more fun playing Final Fantasy. Like
That's a
I
good.
think it's down to the
free
people
ones
you're
though at the
playing with.
moment as well.
Yeah, there is loads of free ones. You got that Black Desert Online. There's loads of them, isn't there? But
Neverwinter, that's very popular.
it comes down to whoever you're playing with, I think, with an MMOs. You know, if you've got a good group of people together and you can have fun, you can, you know, if you do the smallest bit of role play. You know, we weren't on a role play server on World of Warcraft, but yeah, we messed around as like different fucking people, you know what I mean? It's like the smallest little bit of role play as well. Just a tiny bit.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like as long as you like enjoy what you do, right? And and the other thing I was like, you take the comparison of like the World of Warcraft like developers, for example, versus the developers of Final Fantasy, right? Now granted, like they're Japanese for the most part, right? Because it's Square Enix, yeah. So like, and the Japanese have a different style of culture to where it is. Whereas like the Final Fantasy developers, they seem like really into like giving it their all for like the players. Whereas like you got the World of Warcraft developers where they're like, oh nah, fuck the players essentially.
They
Like
haven't been doing good things recently, from what I hear. At World of Warcraft.
no, they
Like I said, I've been out of it for years, but from what I read, mate, it's going downhill. Like some of the expansion choices and the things they're doing with it. That's why people are playing Classic WoW and stuff. But to be honest, I would play Classic WoW, right? I'd throw myself right into the hat. But I'm not paying £8 a month for it, man.
nah.
Like it's the same price. Like I don't know, I understand they've got to pay for servers and stuff, but you're telling me they couldn't charge £4 and still make money for the WoW Classic? I think they could. I'm not. I don't know how much servers cost. I'm not going to lie and say like, oh yeah, I know how much this costs or whatever. But god damn it, there's millions of people playing it. Even the classic, it's got to be like 10 million people at least playing classic, right? Over the world. So that's 10 million times 4 a month. So 40 million a month. I don't think your servers are going to cost that, mate. If I'm honest, I don't think your servers are going to cost that.
Probably not. But the thing is like even Classic is dropping off. You know what I mean? Like they fucked up the Burning Crusade. They add in stuff that wasn't actually in the game because they want microtransactions and shit or something. I mean, I'm not really following the game, so I don't really know too much about it. So like, quote me if I'm wrong, like in comments or whatever. But or like just message me or something. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they fucked up that. They fucked up like everything else. Like they don't take critique on board at all. So like when people like are critiquing something, that like mass critiquing something that generally everybody like is, because you have a vocal like minority that vocal majority, but it's like a minority of players. Whereas like I don't know. It's just sorry. Am I making sense here?
Yeah, you are, mate. You are making
Yeah.
sense. It's just I wish I knew more of what was happening at the moment, if I could confirm that or not. I did hear bad things though, so it wouldn't surprise me.
You know
It's
what quote
like,
you need? Do you even have a mobile?
well, yeah, it's like you've got you got fucking what's it called, right? Where they're like, oh, do you guys not have phones and all this kind of shit, right? But not only to that, like if like the majority of players are saying, oh, I don't like this system is not fun, it's not enjoyable, it's not this, right? And giving genuine critiques, and they don't listen to that. They're just like, oh no, actually you don't know what you want and shit like this. It's like classic, for example, is like, everyone was like wanting like classic servers and like vanilla servers like way before it came out, right? And when they got asked it, the main guy was like, it's like you think you want that, but you don't. And it's like, well, no, we do want that because like fucking
I'm
retail is shit and is
just
getting even worse.
I'm just looking on Steam at Final Fantasy 14, right? The
Yep.
specs are good. I quite like the reviews are all positive. That's, unusual for Steam. Steam's quite vicious sometimes. One thing I want to ask though is downloadable content, man. So if you were to buy the main game for 9.99, which is on Steam, um, is that it? Is that all the content?
No. So I think the main game gives you a Haven Sword and a Realm Reborn. A Realm Reborn is the base game, because they remade it and they called it a Realm Reborn.
Yep.
So you get the base game, and then you get Haven Sword, I believe, which is the DLC that came out, like the first expansion, should we say, that came out. So you get
Okay.
Haven Sword, you get that. I believe. Quote me if I'm wrong. I think it is those two. I mean, there might even be three actually that you get, but I could
To be
again.
fair, I'm just looking down here. It says add all DLC for £59. So that's Shadowbringers and Endwalkers. I suppose
Okay,
they're not in it then.
so Endwalkers is the DLC that's coming out, or the expansion that's coming out in, I believe, November of this year, 21st of
Okay.
November. Shadowbringers is the current expansion, like the main expansion. That's the latest expansion.
So, like, if you were to wait until the new expansion comes out, would the old one be part of the base game?
I believe no. So the base game is just the base game, right? So the 9.99 standard edition is just a Realm Reborn, and you get Haven Sword. But I believe if you wait until November, you also get Shadowbringers as part of the the new expansion, I believe.
Got yeah. So you could just wait and then get the $29.99 for the Endwalker. But how much is it a month?
I think it's like $8.99 a month.
So it's the same price as Warcraft, basically.
It's not like overly expensive, but like it all depends on what you see as like, you know, is this something that you want to?
Well, if you, for example, if the way I look at it is, if I'm playing an MMO, I'm normally going all out on it, so it would negate me having to pay for Game Pass or something like that. So it would kind of balance out, you know. But I couldn't get rid of Game Pass. I play too much stuff on it.
Yeah.
Oh, but man, you know, one day I'll get back into an MMO. In my older years, man, I'll definitely get back into an MMO.
Man, you should
I'll
do
be
it.
like, I'll be like 50 and I'll be playing MMO, man. That's gonna happen again one day.
Right, do it. It's fucking. I think if I remember rightly, the base game gives you. And here's the other thing: is you can get like a trial, which gives you. I think it's like up to level 60. So you can level up to 60, and that gives you access to the base game and Haven Sword as well.
Right, well, I've got a demo here I could download. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you get that from either Steam or you can get that from fucking called.
Is Battlefield going to be crossplay, or you don't know yet?
I don't know, but I'd assume it probably will be.
I'll have a look.
I've got a choice to buy a PC or Xbox.
Well, I imagine if it is crossplay, they'll both be. To be fair, mate, if you've already got the original Xbox, haven't you? Get it on PC, man. That way you can do the 128 player battles. If you buy it on the old gen console, you're playing 64 player battles. So
I'm just looking at the undercover releases. It's either Battlefield or Farming Simulator 20.
Battlefield looks amazing, man. I can't wait. It's the name as well, 2042. You know, the original Battlefield, as some of you guys know, is 1942. It was Battlefield 1942, the first one on PC years ago, and we used to play it with silly things. Like, it was one of the first games that you could put on loads of bots and just have fun, you know? Even if it was just two of you and LAN against a load of bots, man, it was fun. And obviously 2042 just kind of gives me that kind of, ooh. At least they're giving a homage to the original. That's why when Battlefield 1943 came out, which was like the updated version, wasn't it? It was like new graphics on some of the old maps. I never got to play it though. I played it like once quickly.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing about
That's
crossplay.
There's going to be a beta or something soon for 2042, right?
You probably have to get on there. You probably have to sign up for that, don't you, normally?
Oh, no, I've been given a key already.
How do you get a bloody key? Is it because you pre-ordered it?
No, a friend of mine gave it to me.
Sweet.
Turnip gave it to me. He asked if I was interested in it. I was like, yeah. So I got it. It's for Xbox. So it's for the Xbox One X. But yeah, no, there's gonna be beta. I mean, they've already announced that there's gonna be a beta, right?
Yeah, they always do, don't they? They always do like a weekend, don't they, normally?
Yeah. But
Battlefield 2042 will be crossplay and cross progression apparently.
Okay, that's good.
Sweet. I'm gonna have to get it on PC then.
I wonder how much they're paying Sony for that. I mean,
exactly. But yeah, I love fucking fantasy. Man. I'm fucking. My only regret is that I didn't fucking play this sooner. That's my only regret. Because
download the demo and it's like apparently the demo's only 150 meg. I think that's lying.
it's probably for the launcher most likely.
Yeah, I'll click play. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's for the launcher. You got like, yeah.
specs, to be honest. But the only thing that's slacking on my PC is a graphics card. I almost got one last night, Inferno. Did you hear me? I almost got one last night, man.
Yeah, kids, you get so close.
I always get so close to get myself a new graphics card, and at the last second, it's like, oh no. Fair
You
play though, it will happen.
To be fair, you would rather take Gibbs this one over.
Huh?
Gibbs had the better graphics card, didn't he? But his friend was already in line. I was like, no,
Yeah,
that
man.
needed one.
There's always someone in line for it, man. I don't want to buy a new one, not for this PC. It's good, but eventually, what I'll be doing with this PC is getting the new graphics card, then leaving it as a streaming PC, and building a brand new one that's going to be like my gaming PC.
I like that. That's pretty. Sorry, carry on.
No, that's all right. To be honest, it's going to be a bit overpowered for a streaming PC, but you know, it's got a Ryzen 5 3600, 16 gig of RAM,
There you
decent
go.
graphics card.
I just found out. Sorry for interrupting. 4th of September for pre-ordered customers. 6th of September for all players.
Sorry, say again.
4th of September if you pre-ordered it.
Okay.
Wow. The 6th of September for everyone till the 9th.
That's for 42, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So we ain't got too long. Couple of months.
Couple of months, yeah,
But,
no,
and
exactly.
it's-
Can't wait. It's gonna be fucking fun. There's a lot of stuff coming out this year now. So you got Endwalkers, which obviously I'm now excited for because I'm playing fucking Final Fantasy. I love this shit. You got Infinite, Halo Infinite. That shit's gonna be fucking wild. I'm gonna play the shit
And-
out of that.
We all get to play it for free as well, even better.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've got what's the other thing? 42.
I've got a friend of mine who's actually on PlayStation at the moment. Is getting annoyed with the PlayStation. He's just like, I think he's seen what's coming out on Game Pass, and like every time he comes around my house, he's like, I'm like, what do you want to play, man? I turn on Game Pass, and he's just like, what? All these? And I'm like, yeah, any of them, mate. Just click it if you want to play it. And like, he's on his PlayStation, and at home he's just paying 70 quid per game, and he's getting wound up with it. PS5. Paid 70 quid for Returnal, man. He played it for like 5 hours, and he was like, yeah, it was good, but I got 70 quid.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking mental. So yeah, man. If I can like just get both of you on this fucking game, like you guys like it's fucking. I love this game, man. I love it.
You got to get me off poker first.
I mean, true.
How did you get on with Darkest Dungeon, mate?
I played it for
Not
like 30
me.
minutes.
Yeah, no.
It was alright. It didn't draw me in enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's you've got to play it for a while, like to get into it. I first tried it on PC and tried it for half an hour, didn't really get into it, and then a few years later, obviously, I saw it on Game Pass and tried it, and I was like, wow, I can see why it got such good reviews and stuff. It really, when you get into it, it really is good.
Yeah,
It's like I say, you got to keep off poker. I love the banner on there.
Right, let's see if that'll work now. Invalid password. I think you love it when you've got to have like all sorts of shit in your password. Like, what
Yeah,
the
give us your
fuck?
password.
Give me a password, sucker.
My password is password123.
No, mine's Forrest Gump's password. Thank you.
What's that?
1 Forrest 1.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, I think on that note, it's probably how long have we been recording for? Like, I don't even fucking know.
Not that long, I don't
Just
think.
under an hour.
Yeah, I know last week's one was like a little bit longer than normal, wasn't it?
Wait.
Oi. Yep.
Mate, every time I go to set up one of these passwords, it's like your password. It must contain composed of only alphabetic characters and only numbers and only symbols and cannot be used the same character 3 times in a row. I'm not.
Just use your password as Candice.
What can these nuts?
Can these nuts fit in your mouth?
I've been trying to get flat with that so much. I've been
Oh,
like doing
fuck.
different ways.
You have, man. You've been trying to get me on the streams with it. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh god, here it goes again.
I change it up as well, so I use all the other stuff. It was like it's like he looked. I could see on your face you read it, but he was like, "Are you on about?" I was like, "Yeah, you just don't want to read it
Shit.
loud,
Yeah.
man."
I read it and I'm like, I know what that is. It takes me a couple of seconds, and I'm like, I know what that is.
Huh?
These nuts.
I just fucking died, boys.
Is that your character gone?
Nah. I
Yeah,
just
it's a roguelike.
fucking doing this quest, and it's like you got to use an item in a certain location, and it ends up summoning some like creatures, right? So I'm fighting them, right? And this fucking giant ass fucking toad aggro's on me, pulls me the fuck away. So now I've got like fucking 20 fucking mobs all fucking slapping the shit out of me. Like,
No way you went wrong.
thanks.
You should have kissed it. Would have turned into a prince.
I'll fucking put my dick in it in a minute.
That's one hell of a frog, man.
What?
Yeah, it fucking
Grimminty
is.
frog.
Pac-Man. You seen a Pac-Man frog?
Blam.
I know I'm a bit
Well.
random here, but there's actually a thing called a Pac-Man frog. It opens up its mouth like so wide that it looks like a Pac-Man. Literally, it's so small, but it's just like all mouth, and it's just
Sounds like
man.
me.
Look up a Pac-Man frog. They're amazing.
Small bottle, man.
It's like it goes mouth to stomach. There's nothing in between, so they just grab something and it's literally just eating them straight away. It's like lovely, lovely.
Blam.
Blam.
Yeah. Oh, you got that like
Oh, there's that
screaming
fucking
toad,
frog. I'm
ain't
kicking
you?
his ass. Hang on. Damn bastard.
That's good they actually made it crossplay, because that's where they went wrong with all the other Battlefields, didn't they? They didn't make it crossplay at all.
Nah, exactly. Like every single Battlefield so far has not been crossplay, but then they all came out in an era where that wasn't even a thing. So you kind of got to give them a bit of slack for it. But like,
Yeah.
you know, nowadays if they don't fucking put crossplay on it, it's like what the fuck. Oh, frog again. I swear to God, if it aggro's on me, I'm just gonna kill it. Fuck him.
You said that, mate, before, but the frog just ate you.
Yeah, but this is different. This is different. I'm not fucking summoning. Oh, you cocksucker.
You frog sucker.
Wow, this what the fuck? I clicked to download the demo. I've logged in, set up an account, and now it's like your registration code is on the back of your enclosed package.
What?
Like, I'm looking at my own package here, and I see no code.
Downloading?
See no code. I
What?
downloaded the demo for Final Fantasy, and it's now asking me to put in the goddamn code for the game, and I'm like, what? Fucking demo. Just try clicking next, see what happens.
It's probably to
No.
send your demo code, probably.
No, mate, no, it hadn't. So I've already got the original code, which is accepting the account, you know what I mean, blah, 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 to my email. And yeah, now it's asking me for a code. Wow.
I have
I'm
no
clicking off
idea.
that.
I know apparently like through their website it's like really fucking complicated sometimes to like fucking get the game and like get set up. But yeah, just
I'm exiting that and I'm going to start it up again, see what happens.
yeah.
Let's see what happens. Final Fantasy Launcher.
But 2 feet, you should already have a account due to Outriders.
But it says, no, you got to set up a separate one, a Final Fantasy Online account. It says register for a free trial. So, like, okay. You still get that music?
Yeah, that's in there. It's like you level up, or if you get like a piece of gear in a dungeon, you'll get that as well.
That music will stick with me for the rest of my life, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you finish a battle. And then that bit after.
I think they have that in this as well. Okay, let's get my mount on the go. Blim.
See if this wants to work now.
Yeah, definitely figure that shit out because this is really fun. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking love it. I love it. And I'm just gonna
It's-
get more and more fucking engrossed, and like I say, my only regret is that because I played it like a couple of years ago, and my only regret is that I didn't fully get into it like back then. Because I made a video on it as well. It was like nearly 2 years ago, and like my critique was like, oh, it's very dialogue heavy, and yeah, it is. But that's kind of what you expect from a JRPG or JMMORPG or whatever you want to fucking call it.
So I logged out and logged back in, and now it's letting me do the trial. So if anyone does get that on the podcast and is trying to play the trial for Final Fantasy and it comes up asking you for the code, just exit it and start again. And it comes up saying, "Oh, okay, you can do the trial now." What a knob!
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
It is 4.5 gig.
That's
So not
pretty.
too.
Yeah, that seems really small. It's like,
Wait a sec. Oh no, 45 gig.
yeah, there we go. Yeah. I was gonna say
Yeah,
because
yeah, that's
like
more like it.
I don't know when I installed the base game, it's like 45 gig, and then I bought the Shadowbringers, and then it was another further 18 gig on top of that. So
What's that installing that to?
probably C drive.
Bastard.
I think a lot
That's
of installs tend to
automatically go to C.
yeah.
You can just move it.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, I can move it when Steam's done, or I can just cancel it and remove it. But it's fine. I've got space for a trial there. It's all good. I just don't like putting too much stuff on the C drive. I use it for Windows, you know.
Yeah, that
I
makes
literally
sense.
just leave it for Windows and then SSD.
But oh man, this is so fucking fun. The story, I'm really enjoying the story. I mean, in fairness, it's a lot more simplified of an MMO than like WoW. Like, I mean, you'll see like my hotbar. There's loads of things on it. But essentially, I'm literally just going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's it.
What matters for me is how quick the combat feels. So in World of Warcraft, when you push a button, it happens instantly on your side, but then takes a second or so to connect on the server side, you know. But your feedback to the game, when you're pressing the button, your character's doing it instantly. It's not waiting for the server's ping back for you to do it. Now, I've played other MMOs online where it's just like you start to click the button and it's got to wait until the servers hit it and then come back for your move to hit and for your move to animate before it even hits, you know, and that's horrific to me. It just feels horrible. I think can't remember what game. I think ESO did it as well at one point. I think ESO's better now, but
Yeah,
the feedback needs to be there. I need it to feel like it's fluent and fast.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. After we finish recording, which is probably going to be right now, saying that, I'll share my screen and I'll show you it. Show you what it's like.
Slowly downloading it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. But yeah, I think on that note, I think we've been going for about an hour, just about. I mean, I know we had a little bit of a thing beforehand, so it's about a 50-ish minute podcast, so that's not too bad. Gives you.
It's coming home. It's coming.
Oh, I fucking hope it does,
It's
mate.
coming. Football's coming home.
He's the only one fucking so hyped that he's singing it. Yeah. Well,
I'm
got
just
it.
sat there. Yeah, I'm just waiting, man.
Got that, man. Oh, I can
yeah, right.
bet on the finals there.
Hey,
Microsoft, I could bet my points on Microsoft points. Try and get some money. Money.
I think I've got about 12 quid at the moment in Microsoft points. I'm saving them up so when Battlefield comes out, I can go, but knock that bit off, you know.
I had birthday money, so I'm going to keep hold of that till it comes out and I have enough.
If you sign up to rewards for Microsoft Rewards, so I know we're talking on a bit here, but Microsoft Rewards, if you sign up for it, don't you get a bonus on your birthday depending on how many points you've got?
Oh, I don't
Like,
know.
How many gamer score you've got? Different
Fuck
brackets, I think. Yeah, if I remember rightly, because last year I got sent like, I think it was tenner or something for my birthday. I mean, it's nice, you know. Might as well sign up for it.
I think the first
Microsoft
one, when
Rewards.
I turned 16, Gillette sent me a razor on my birthday.
Did they?
They actually did.
And you still haven't grown a beard yet, mate.
Of course I've got a beard.
I'm joking.
You want a beard off, do you?
Want a beard off? 4
Punch his
months you
fucking
can grow the
beard off.
biggest one.
Oh, to be fair, yours is more yours is a goatee off.
Yeah, mine's a goatee at the moment. But to be honest, I keep keeping it at the same length. I keep trimming it. I was thinking about getting a bit longer, but every time I do, it gets annoying, so I keep trimming it down. Five Large Fry's fault.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
He doesn't like it when it tickles him, so I've got to,
Oh dear. Right, boys. I appreciate you guys coming on again. Like, I fucking love doing the podcast for you guys, and I love doing the podcast for those of you that listen. Like, thank you. Like, we do have a Discord. It's if you want to join that, there is it's in the description of every single episode. Oh my god, fucking frog just like tongued me back to him. Fucking pervert. Blem. But yeah, so if you want to join, oh fuck off! There's fucking loads of them down this road, and they're just pulling me back.
Oh, I'm about to leave here. Fuck off.
Yeah.
you're getting frogged out, mate. You're getting frogged right out.
I'm getting absolutely frogged, mate.
Ribbit.
That might be the fucking show title. Get frogged. Oh
Get
dear.
frogged.
But
Boys
yeah.
gets toe jammed.
Yeah, so for those of you listening, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Like, I do this for you. Like, I enjoy doing this. It just gives me something to do every Sunday. It gives you guys something to listen to every Monday, because that's when they usually go live. And yeah, it's really good. And if you want to be part of the community, there is a Discord. It is in the description of every single episode. I don't think I've got it in the actual show description, but every episode usually has the links to the Discord. It also has the links to everyone's like Twitch channels, so definitely go and check them out. But that's going to be it from me, 5 Large Fries.
That'll be from me, Flatline. Thank you very much, guys.
And Inferno, it's coming up!
Oh god.
Oh dear. Right, take care, guys. We'll see you next week. Hopefully it's a positive one. We can talk about how we kicked Italy's ass, but if not, we'll be licking our wounds about how Italy kicked our ass. But anyway, take care, guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Sweet Caroline. I want another pint. Give it to me now. I want a pint.
That's
That's
gonna
what
be
it sounds like to me.
That's gonna be our outro. I want a pint.